Hello everyone, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot, or welcome back to Timsy Naked Tarot if you are a regular viewer. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed a tarot read and think about becoming part of the tarot team. Okay, we are doing a twin flame reading if you have a Leo Divine Masculine twin flame runner. Yeah, I always pull my twin flame readings on your runner, not your energy, because, well, your energy might have multiple different energies coming in where you're focusing on just one person you believe is your twin flame. So we're focusing on that energy. Okay, all that being said, your Leos had a Two of Pentacles in the All Signs overview I done. There will be a link in the description for that. We have got a Queen of Swords to go with our Two of Pentacles. And we have got at the bottom of the deck, after I do the cup, the Two of Wands. So the Two of Pentacles is all about juggling things, juggling finances, juggling friendships, juggling situations, trying to have, I don't know, 2 or 3 different things on the go at once. And that is kind of exactly what your Leo's doing. They know the truth of the situation, but they're not acting upon that truth. That's the Queen of Swords. With that Two of Wands at the end of the cut, they kind of, the truth they know, which they're not acting upon, is they know they have to make a choice. Because currently they're juggling 2 or 3 things around. Perhaps your Leos have got back in touch with you, but they might be not telling you the full truth of the situation, and there may be someone else in the background, and they're juggling 2 relationships, yours and someone else's, to I don't know, get the best of both worlds perhaps, but they know that they have to make a choice. They're just not yet. So we have got the Tower coming out for how they think about you at the moment. We got the Wheel of Fortune for how they are feeling about you. We got the Ten of Cups coming out there for what actions they're likely to take. We have got the Nine of Cups coming out there for what actions are blocking them. From the bottom of the deck, we'll have a look at that towards the end of the read, is the potential outcome for you. I say potential because we can all get in the way of anyone's plans with our own free will. Okay, talking about free will, this is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Maybe your person is acting from a different part of your birth chart, or their birth chart even. So go and watch the All Signs overview. As I said, there is a link in the description. And just go with whatever, I don't know, whatever you fancy from it. Okay, don't worry too much about the signs. So I suppose the other thing could be maybe your person isn't actually your twin flame, and maybe something else in that read will stand out to you, and that is the star sign of your twin flame. So they're thinking, not we, because I'm not a Leo, they're thinking about the Tower. No, they're not actually thinking about the Tower. Their thinking towards you is the Tower. I don't know. This could be many different things. Perhaps you've started posting on social media that you've met someone and you're going to make a go of it, and perhaps you've just recently posted that you've got engaged to someone or something like that, and this to them is like completely destroyed the fabric of their foundation. It's like, well, I always thought the tarot team would be there waiting for me for when I was ready for them, and perhaps not. Okay, it could be something in their life which has suddenly changed and has now made them think of you more. We have got an Ace of Pentacles. No, I'd lie. It's an Ace of Wands coming out there, and we got a 3 of Pentacles coming out. It'd be interesting to see what's on the bottom of the deck, wouldn't it? Maybe it's the Ace of Pentacles. Who knows? So the problem is they want to get with you. The 3 of Pentacles. They're thinking about getting with you because of this event. And they want to work with you somehow. Maybe work on you, perhaps. I'm not sure. But we got the Ace of Pentacles. I've called it the Ace of Pentacles again. I'm going to say underlyingly, there is a want for this to be long term. But on the surface, it's just, yeah, I want to get my needs seen to, and I want you to be the one to see them to me. Okay? If that made sense. So that's that Ace of Wands, which I nearly called the Ace of Pentacles again. Seriously, that is That's a front. That Ace of Wands is a front. Underneath that Ace of Wands is they actually want something long term. They want to start from scratch and build something big from it. But on the surface, it does just look like they just want something themselves. They want to scratch and itch. They want to just get their leg over, something like that. Maybe you're financially well off, and maybe they just want your financial backing for something. That's what it's going to look like. But underneath it all is they are actually, something deep down within them is wanting something more than that, and it is bubbling in their thought process, but it's deep. They're not realizing it. That Three of Pentacles is an indication of you in this. It's their work, and they want to work with you on something, or work with you on with anything. Maybe it's they want to work on a relationship with you. Maybe they want to work on a business plan with you. I don't know. Let me know. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune. Well, it ain't the Ace of Pentacles, but the King of Pentacles was underneath the Wheel of Fortune, and he is holding an Ace of Pentacles. The Wheel of Fortune is telling us what's driving their thinking towards you at the moment. And again, it's backing up that Tower. It's a shift in their life somehow. Okay, this could be the fact that maybe they've fallen on hard times, and they're thinking that, yes, the tarot team is the person who can get me through this. The collective can help me through this. Or it could be, I don't know, maybe the relationship they got themselves into isn't what it panned out to be. And they are thinking, maybe I should go elsewhere. And that elsewhere is towards you. It is also a nice segue into how they feeling about you. They feel that their feelings towards you have changed. Okay. Now, this could be surface feelings have changed, because deep down, those feelings are probably still exactly the same. But perhaps know how you sometimes, I don't know, your best friend's partner is always bad and aggressive to you. They give off this energy of not liking you, but then after your best friend and this partner are split up, or in some drunken confession, it comes out that they actually really like you in that sort of way they shouldn't, because they're with someone else. That's what this energy is. Okay, on the surface, they've always sort of said, oh yeah, the tarot team, yeah, well, they're unreliable, they're this, they're that, they're the other. But deep down, it's like, I really love them, I want to be with them. Okay, and the Wheel of Fortune is saying that energy is actually shifting. Their deep down energy is starting to be churned up to the top. Okay, we've got the 10 of Swords. We've got the 9 of Cups, and 9 of Cups is indicating something to do. Their current feelings is linked to what's blocking as well. We got the Death card, and we got the Devil card coming out here as well. So the 10, in their feelings towards you, they brought something to an end. It was a bit of a painful, hard decision for them to make, to bring to an end. Now that could be the ego part of life. Okay, like the surface energies, if you will, that energy of, yeah, like the tarot team is unreliable, the tarot team is too short, the tarot team isn't my cup of tea, the tarot team doesn't look right, the tarot team doesn't comb their hair the way I like, the tarot team can't dance, the tarot team has a bad way of expressing themselves. Whatever it was they didn't like, okay, whatever it was they put as the surface energy of why they didn't want to be with you. Or perhaps for that example of that, your best friend's partner, the tarot team is my best friend's, or my partner's best friend. Okay, but that's been brought to an end somehow. Perhaps you've broken up with your best friend. Perhaps they're having issues. Perhaps their best friend didn't like you, so they kept going on with that one, yeah, to keep their friendship alive. They kept agreeing with their friend that you're a piece of shit. It's also linking to this 9 of Cups. Now, the 9 of Cups is the minor arcana of the wish. Okay, and the wish is like getting your manifestations, getting your hopes and dreams. It's kind of suggesting that the thing which is blocking this at the moment is whatever they're in, whatever they have, whatever's blocking them is something they actually brought into their life. It's something they kind of wished for, dreamt for, hoped for. And again, I feel it's just a surface energy. Okay, they didn't really go for something deep down. And that's what they have with you, something deep down. You might not be in the right package, but you have everything else they've always wanted. This wish is something was in the right package, but deep down that they were a nasty piece of shit, or they were lazy, or they didn't live up to expectations. Which is leading us to this, and it's the death card and the devil. So in their soul, the way they're thinking about you at the moment is a change. I told you about the change with the Wheel of Fortune. Something's come to an end, and something new is coming from it. Now, the devil in this case could be the chains that bind. It's in their soul, they can actually feel you're living there. Okay, you're renting space in their soul rent free. Or you're using space in their soul rent free, I should say. They've started to be aware of you. They're starting to notice you there. It's almost like they're waking up having dreams of what you done during the day. They might not realize this, and a lot of the time you might think, well, what? Yeah, dreams are a load of nonsense. Trust me, I've been there. I've had dreams. Some of them have been clarified to me. It's like, for instance, I have someone who I think is my twin flame, and we're in that the separation, not getting on together, and maybe it will pan out this lifetime, maybe it won't. That's not the point. The point was, I had a dream of watching her push a pram across a road. The road was in the local village where I used to live, and yeah, and lo and behold, about 3 months after having that dream, yeah, I actually got confirmation that she was pregnant. Okay, and she was due a child. And so the dream kind of told me what was happening within their life. Okay, maybe I weren't seeing her day's actions through the her eyes in a dream, but I was maybe linking into her imagination of what it's going to be like once the baby's born. But anyway, and I've had other ones, but we won't go into them all. And I would just say I had warning dreams of it coming to an end. I had warning dreams of her carrying on life without me in it, and I have had other dreams. But I've also had the other side of the dreams which are sort of maybe suggesting we will get back together one day and things like that. So let's see what's crossing all this as well. We got the 9 of Swords. It's a de-escalation from that 10. It's anxiety. There's an anxiety about how they feel about you. Perhaps they've gone and got themselves trapped, or they've realized what they had wasn't what they thought they were going to get. And there's this bit of anxiety. Is the Tower team going to be the same? Maybe the Tower team, I'm thinking or I'm feeling is the right call, just because it's not what I've got at the moment. Kind of like better the devil you know, so to speak. I mean, in this case, better the devil you don't know. I can do an example of this in real day terminology. Just imagine if you live in England, or perhaps if you live in America and you are anti-Trumpist, you don't like the government what's in. It's not good. You want that government out, and there's a lot of people in England who want our government out. But the options which are available to put back in its place, well, could be just as worse. Okay. For instance, we've got Keir Starmer in power at the moment, and well, we could get Keir Starmer out and we could put maybe Nigel Farage in, but I don't know. I have a feeling putting Nigel Farage in is a bit like putting in Hitler. Okay, it's just a feeling I had about him once. Okay, and it is simply that. So we will just leave it at that, because if I start saying any more names like that, I will probably get some red flags coming up on this one, and it probably won't be shown out to as many of the people out there as it could be. Okay, so let's have a look at this 10 of Cups. This is the actions your Leos are wanting to take. I'm going to say not likely to take, wanting to take. The actions they want to take towards you is like the happy ever after, a perfect relationship, coupling up with you, getting with you, being with you, having a relationship with you, growing old with you, that sort of thing, getting married to you, playing house. Yes, it is playing house. Possibly there's some underlying energy what thinks you or them might not be very good at house or being at house together. Maybe there's big clashes between you and them. For example, most people who get with me will have to put up with my messiness. I'm not the don't want them cards. I'm not the I don't go around clearing up every day and things like that. It's like, well, it's a once a week job at the end of the week. But that's because I have a busy work life and things. Last thing I want to do when I get home is tidy up. Okay. So we have got the 9 of Pentacles coming out with this 10 of Cups, and we have, did I do a crossing card on there? I did do a crossing card on there one. It was the 9 of Swords, and we got the Judgment coming out. So they're wanting a second chance. They're wanting, they're thinking the actions towards you is, I think, wanting a second chance to make you unsingle. Yeah, or make you unsingle so they can have a second chance. And I did apply over here. There's something that this Tower could be something to do with you posting on social media that you are now in a relationship, you are now getting married, something like that. So they're wanting a second chance to break that up and have that relationship you are now setting up with them for themselves. Okay, them being the other person themselves. They want that relationship. That's the actions they're kind of likely to take, and it could pan out badly. It could be that they want to break you up so they can have you for theirs, but they don't want you, but they don't want anyone else to have you. That sort of energy. Or it could be something that they've sort of woken up and realized that you are the one, and they want to commit to you and get married to you and have the children and all the wonderful stuff in a relationship you get, the arguments and everything. Okay, so we got the 4 of Wands crossing this, the 4 of Wands, and it's got a lovely Page of Cups underneath that, backing that 4 of Wands energy up. So they want to commit to you. They want the driving forces. They want commitment. They want a marriage. They want something long term. They want something stable. They want a celebration. Okay, they want new love with you. What's underneath that? We've got a Page of Wands. They want passionate, new passion with you as well. Normally, I would say the Page of Wands is an opportunity. But in this, they want new passion. They want new love and new passion. Or this could be an indication that they are young. Okay, and they're coming in with young love and young passion, immature love and immature passion. But they are wanting to commit to this with you. So let's have a little. They're wanting to. Oh, we'll just put that in upside down. They're wanting to commit to a happy ever after. But what's blocking them? This 9 of Wands. This no, it's not the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Cups. The minor arcana of the Star. We got a Page of Pentacles coming out with that, and the Magician coming out with that. The other thing what's blocking them is this is potential fulfillment. Potential emotional fulfillment. That is emotional fulfillment. That's the relationship made in heaven. This is potentially, it can be if we work on it. But this is in the case of, this is what's blocking them. So what's blocking them at the moment is, I don't know, they already feel committed in what they have. They feel like they've invested a lot into this already. They feel like this is only just starting, really, and they got to give it a chance. They feel that they haven't learned enough. I'm sure I said something, it might have been in the last tarot read I done, but I'm sure I said something about them not feeling enough for you. I think it was in the last one, who did I do before this? It was Sagittarius. I think it was in the Sagittarius read. There's another fire sign read. It could link in with yours. But in their read, there was this energy of not being able to be enough for you. Okay, not being able to supply enough, not being able to provide enough, or whatever it might be. And it's here again. They don't, but in this particular case, they don't feel like they've learnt enough. And as I said up here, this could be like an immature love, an immature passion. They feel that they need to learn more. And currently, the energies are just right for this. Maybe they're free and single at the moment. Maybe they've broken away from a partnership and they want to, I don't know, get some experience under their belt before they come and try to have a relationship with you. Could leave it as a bit of a long-term waiting game for you, but let's see what's crossing this. We got the 6 of Wands crossing this. So what's crossing this? I feel it's the recognition. It's actually what's blocking them is the recognition that you are the one. Okay, and that's what's stopping them from coming towards you, because they're worried a little bit that if you aren't the one, then it could all go wrong. Or they're worried that they're not capable of providing for you. They haven't learnt enough to to warrant being with you. And they feel that there might be a resentment, a rejection, or something like that. But they feel victorious, and it's the victory. It's the victory of learning more, because everything is ready. Everything's sitting there on the table. They can experience the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, all at the same time if they want to. Your Leo might be going through a quick succession of people, perhaps, and that's what's blocking them, because they're trying to build up some sort of experience, I feel, so they can come and you can benefit from their experience of life. Strange as that sounds. I suppose the other way of looking at that is perhaps they're a lot older than you, and they feel that they're over-experienced. I've learned too much. Yeah. What new stuff can the tarot team teach me? So we've got an Ace of Wands coming out for you, and I feel that this Ace of Wands is because you've now got this information about Leo in a little bit more detail, like knowing what they want and what they need and what they're planning and what's blocking them from actually coming to you. If they do come to you, you might just accept it as a passionate fling. Okay, it'd be there. Okay, come on, Leo, let's come in. Let's do our stuff. I've always wanted a bit of you. You've always wanted a bit of me. Let's have each other, and then you can fuck off and go and sow your royal oats somewhere else, and then come back to me when you're ready. Okay, maybe you're maybe this Ace of Wands is a bit like putting a deposit down in them, right? So we got the King of. We got the King of Cups and we got the Six of Cups coming out here. This passionate new beginning. We got the King of Cups, which is it's an acceptance. Normally a King of Cups is indecisive, unsure about where to put his cup of love. But in this particular case, he's feeling, I will accept. It's should I start this passionate new beginning or shouldn't? That's the decision he has to make, and he's accepting it. He's offering his cup to the Ace of Wands up there. Okay, so he's like, yeah, let's fill my cup here. With the Six of Cups coming out as well, he don't just want to fill one cup, he wants to fill his whole store with whatever is being offered here. So, but it's a card of recognition, it's a card of remembrance, if you will, thinking about the good old days, thinking about when things were better, when politicians were, there's a lot of politics slipping into this read for some reason, when politicians were honest and didn't lie, and children respected their elders. Okay, there's reminiscing about the past happy times, but that is also a contract card, and as I said, perhaps they're going to put a deposit down on you. And it's like, here you go, yes, we can have this now, but you come back to me later when you're ready to. We'll write this up in a contract. Maybe not physically write it down, maybe just in a like a 5D form, a spiritual contract between you two, but yeah, or maybe just an unwritten spoken contract between you. What's crossing your outcome here is the Two of Cups. Underneath the Two of Cups is the Ace of Swords, knowing and starting from a truthful position. So if this person does come back to you, and if you do have your wicked way with them and they have their wicked way with you, as that Ace of Wands up there is suggesting, yeah, you will lay down the truthful foundations of this. It's okay, yeah, you're not ready for me now. I'm not ready for you now. Let's go our separate ways. Let's learn some more and then come back. But it's actually solidifying that into an agreement between you two. At the moment, there's kind of like what you two are doing at the moment, but there isn't anything to say that you two are going to couple back up together. Well, this is going to be an agreement. This is going to be a contract, because the Two of Cups is another contract card. It's a contract of minds. It's a coming together of energies. It's a union. It's a bonding. Okay, and that's all what contracts are pretty much. Is it's sort of like a bonding, it's a union. So that is the end of your read. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. If it doesn't, go and check out the All Signs overview, see if anything else resonates with you. Either way, why don't you hit that thumbs up button and let me know in the comments how it went for you, if it resonated with you, or if you're going off to look for another video to watch. There is only a few videos out on this particular one. You can always just go and look at the All Signs overview or the All Signs love cycle, twin flame cycle playlist I have, and just pick anything out of there what sort of like floats your boat. It's the one you're meant to be watching when you're meant to watch it. Time doesn't really play that much like relevance on these reads. Is when you see them, is when you need them. You can also, if you really want to help me out, give me a super thanks, or just donate any form of money to me if you want, if you're in that position to. Don't go and make yourself short in the long run because you feel that you owe me something. You don't. These are free tarot reads. Just enjoy them. If you didn't like this read, that's absolutely fine. You can give it the thumbs down. That's what it's there for. It alerts us creators that something weren't quite right with this. It might be sound quality, it might be lighting, it might be you didn't like the message what come from the cards. Can't help the message what comes from the cards, but I could look into changing my lighting systems. I can look into changing my microphone systems as well, if that was what your issue is. If you haven't already subscribed to I nearly got the channel name wrong, Timsy Naked Channels, I still got it wrong. There you go. I was destined to get it wrong. If you, I nearly called it my other one, Primal Preppers. If you haven't already subscribed to Timsy Naked Tarots, I suggest you do so, because by doing so, you will add your own energies to the tarot team become part of the tarot team, so to speak. And then reads like this will resonate with you on a more personal level in future. Talking about the future, until the next time you are watching one of my videos, you'll be good out there.